Hi friends, how are you? In this video we are going to learn about the physiology of growth and development. Coming to the introduction, the terms growth and development are closely and mutually dependent. The terms growth and development are closely and mutually dependent. Generally, growth refers to increase in physical size as the infant grows into the childhood and into the adulthood. Okay. Whereas development refers to the maturation, which is the improvement in the capacity of organ systems and body parts. Therefore, the terms are usually used together to denote the entire process of maturation, both in quality and magnitude. Patterns of growth. Though there is a usual pattern of growth for the whole body in general, different parts of the body don't follow a uniform pattern of growth. Especially, growth pattern is different for gonadal, neural and lymphoid tissues. Accordingly, growth curves are different for these different body tissues. What are the different ones? Different patterns? Gonadal, neural, as well as lymphoid tissues. Okay, don't gonadal, neural and lymphoid. Okay, don't forget this. Coming to general growth curve. The general growth is the growth of the body as a whole, which include increase in height and weight and growth of musculoskeletal, cardiovascular, respiratory, gastrointestinal, endocrine and excretory systems. Though the growth is different at different stages of life, there are two periods of rapid growth. The period of rapid growth is called growth spurt. The two general growth spurts are infantile, that is during the infancy, and pubertal, during late puberty spurts. Coming to the infantile growth spurt. Height and weight are good indices of growth in infants and children. After few days of initial weight loss following birth, the neonate gradually starts gaining weight. During infancy, birth weight is almost double at 6th month and increase to approximately 3 times at 1 year of age. In postnatal life, the height gain is maximal during the first 2 years of life, which is about 25 centimeters per year. Then height gain almost decreases speedily to 5 to 10 centimeters per year for next 8 to 10 years. Pubertal growth spurt. Full pubertal development ranges between the 12 to 18 years of life. Weight gain is rapid during this period, which occurs at about 3 to 4 kg gain per year between the 12 and 18 years of age. 12 and 18 years of age. Weight gain is 3 to 4 kg per year. During puberty, the rapid growth occurs in the musculoskeletal system. Therefore, both height and weight increase during the period. Height gain increases from its pre-pubertal 5 cm per year to about 10 cm per year during puberty. Growth spurt appears 2 to 3 years earlier in girls. Cessation of height gain occurs immediately after puberty due to the closure of epiphyseal induced by sex hormones. And next is neural growth curve. Neural growth the neural growth includes the growth of brain, spinal cord and eye. These organs grow rapidly during the infancy. When they grow rapidly during infancy. What included in a neural growth? Spinal cord, brain, and die. In first year of postnatal life, the brain attains about 70% of the adult size. Rest 30% occurs in the next 3 to 5 years to attain fully developed size by 5th to 6th years of life. Okay, the brain size is 70% of adult size in first year only, and the rest of the 30% is occurs next by 3 to 5 years, and fully developed and full size comes at 5th to 6th years of life. Okay, this is the height and age graph. During infancy, the height increases per 25 centimeters per year increases. When it comes to 8 to 10 years, it comes to 5 to 10 centimeters per year. Okay, at pubertal growth spurt. Okay, and next is the head circumference increases proportionately in first year and then in next 5 years of age. The head circumference increases proportionately in first year and then in next 5 years of age. Coming to gonadal growth curve. The reproductive organs, especially gonads and accessory sex hormones, remain rudimentary throughout childhood. They start growing at puberty and rapidly between the 14 to 18 years of age. The reproductive organs, that is especially gonads and accessory sex organs, remain rudimentary throughout childhood. At childhood, they are rudimentary. They start growing at puberty and rapidly between the years 14 to 18 years of age. Coming to lymphoid growth curve. Lymphoid tissues grow very rapidly during infancy and childhood. The lymphoid organs include the lymph nodes, spleen, tonsils, adenoids, thymus, lymphatic tissues of the intestine. What include in lymphatic organs? Lymph nodes, spleen, adenoids, thymus, lymphatic tissues of intestine. At birth, these organs undergo partial involution. The tonsils and adenoids attain maximum size at the age of 6 to 10 years. Okay, tonsils as well as adenoids attain maximum size at the age of 6 to 10 years. What are the organs? Tonsils as well as adenoids. When it undergo partial involution? At puberty. Okay, the lymphoid organs undergo involution, that is partial involution, at puberty. An ENT surgeon should have this physiological knowledge of growth rate of tonsils at childhood and should not be attempt to remove these structures surgically just before of their big size. Regulation of growth. The pattern of growth and development vary between the races and communities. However, the important factors affecting growth are hormonal, nutritional, social, environmental, and genetic hormones. Genetic factors. Okay. First, coming to the hormonal factors. The important hormones which affect the growth and development are growth hormone, insulin-like growth factor, thyroxine, gonadal hormones, and insulin. First is growth hormone. Growth hormone plays an important role in the growth and development of the individual at various stages of life, especially during the childhood. It determines the height and frame of the body. Its deficiencies leads to severe growth retardation, which known as pituitary dwarfism. Next factor is insulin-like growth factor 1. Many physiological activities of growth hormone are mediated through insulin-like growth factor 1 secreted from the liver. It is also called as somatomedin. Somatomedin promotes protein synthesis, visceral growth, epiphyseal growth, and musculoskeletal development. Once again, many physiological activities of growth are mediated by insulin-like growth factor 1. It is also known as somatomedin. It is secreted from the liver, and the somatomedin promotes the protein synthesis, visceral growth, epiphyseal growth, and musculoskeletal development. Next factor is thyroxine. Thyroxine has direct effects on growth and development. Thyroxine also stimulates the secretion of growth hormone as well as insulin-like growth factor 1. Therefore, deficiency of thyroxine at childhood leads to thyroid dwarf or cretinism. Okay, once again, thyroxine also directly stimulates the growth and development of the people. It stimulates the release or secretion of growth hormone and insulin-like growth factor 1. What is the disorder that occurs due to the deficiency of thyroxine is? It is thyroid dwarf. It is also known as cretinism. Okay. Next is gonadal hormones. The main gonadal hormones are testosterone in males and estrogen in females. What is in male? Gonadal main hormone. That in males is the testosterone, in females is estrogen. They control growth and maturation during the pubertal and adolescent periods. They have many anabolic actions. Which type of actions these growth gonadal hormones have? Which type of actions? They have anabolic actions. Their deficiencies produces retardation of growth spurt during puberty. Their deficiencies produces retardation of growth spurt during puberty. Next factor is insulin. Coming to gonadal hormones once again, when the gonadal hormones deficiency occur at the period of puberty, retardation is occurred. Okay, retardation of growth spurt is occurred. Okay. Next factor is insulin. Insulin is an anabolic hormone and promotes growth of tissues. Therefore, growth retardation is the hallmark of diabetic children. What is the hallmark of diabetic children? Growth retardation. Okay. Nutritional factors. Growth of tissues depend on the supply and utilization of all ingredients of nutrients. Proteins, fats, carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals, and trace elements are essential components of balanced diet and contribute to growth and development in various ways. Though proteins are building blocks for tissues, others are cementing substance. Therefore, for optimal growth, all are equally important. What are the building blocks for tissue proteins. Water cementing all others. Okay. Nutritional requirement is therefore more during active periods of growth. Nutritional deficiency during childhood is the commonest cause of growth retardation in developing countries. In children, growth becomes faster after a period of deprivation. Coming to remember this point, guys. In children, growth becomes faster after a period of food deprivation. Growth becomes faster after a period of food deprivation. The gap between the food to food, that means we can also say that a short period of food starvation, not for a longer time. That is about maybe in night times. If we take food at evening 6, and the growth maybe it follows like that. Coming to environmental factors. Environmental temperature and humidity, light dark cycle and altitude have considerable effects on growth development. What is the temperature, humidity, light dark cycle, altitude has considerable effects on growth development. The people living in temperature zone has small height, less built than people living at normal temperature and sunlight. Okay. When the people living in temperate zone, maybe at high temperatures, they have less or small height. Coming to social factors. The social factors play important role in growth and development during the childhood. Not only physical growth but also psychological growth takes place during the formative years of development. The proper love and care from the parents and relatives are very essential for mental development of the children. Harmony in the family is very crucial in this development. The quarrels between the parents, divorce, family disturbances and economic deficiency are also causes of psychological abnormalities in children. Coming to genetic factors. Irrespective of other factors, genetic inheritance is the major determinant of height and body constitution. Okay guys, in next video we are going to learn about the behavioral development. Okay. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, sorry guys. This is remain in this. Okay, we also see this. And this, when coming to the brain, the 70% of the brain development is occurred within a year after postnatal life, and the completion of brain development is occurs within the 5th to 6th years. Okay, we are to 5th to 6th years the complete brain development occurs. Coming to visceral organs. The visceral organs complete their development at the age of 15 to 20 years, and the reproductive organs development completes by the age of 18 years. That may be at 14 to 18 years the reproductive organs development is over. It is at the pubertal age. Okay, this is completed. Okay guys, thank you. Next topic, behavioral development. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe. Thank you.